The first lesson I'd like to give you is a discussion of the principles and elements of design. The principles and elements of design are an essential element that we add to our work in Adobe Illustrator. So let me share some concepts with you. Here we go. Now, we talk about this in a variety of places, but I'm going to apply it to our work in vector art. So these principles are used by artists and designers to make things look pretty, basically. So one of those principles, the first one, is balance. How do you create something, an image or a graphic that has balance? So you have a couple choices. You can have symmetrical balance where things look even and organized, or asymmetrical where things are off a little bit, but they feel weighted to one side or the other. I'm not saying one is good or bad. It's just useful for different purposes. Another principle is contrast, making artwork that is very legible, let's say, right? The difference between black and white or adding a color like red to these pictures makes the contrast really high. So you can differentiate the important parts of the picture and it makes it interesting to look at. If you dull the contrast, it's not quite as interesting. Movement is another principle that can really be powerful in your artwork. We're working in a 2D form that's not animated typically. So what we have to do is capture motion and movement in a still image. In this case, these graphics look like they're dancing. And they're also very, very basic. We're talking about a few little swooshes and circles, but still our mind kind of reads into it and thinks that's a person dancing. That can be really, really powerful in a graphic or a logo or some other type of design. Emphasis is another important principle. We want our viewers to look where we want them to look. We want to control their eye. We want to give them something satisfying when they get there, when they see what they're looking at. In this case, it's a very basic, simple target, but that color, that high contrast, makes us really pay attention. It's like a little magnet. We zoom right into it. Rhythm is another thing we play with. Rhythm, another way of saying it is pattern. How do you create patterns that are interesting for a variety of purposes? You know, think about fabric patterns or other types of patterns you see in artwork. It creates a rhythm, and that rhythm is satisfying. We find satisfaction in seeing things that make sense, and it's on a subconscious level. So, as an artist or a designer, you want to make things look like they were done on purpose. The principle of unity is basically taking and pulling together all of the elements that you use as an artist or a designer, and then making them work together to tell a story or to make something look beautiful, right? Here we have a very interesting image. The shapes are really obvious, but you have some of these principles working. Look at that movement, the movement of the feathers falling down from the side of the face. You have that rhythm of the strands of hair kind of rolling and curving around her face. You have the contrast, the high contrast between the light and the dark and the color and the shaded areas of the picture. And all of those things come together uh, to build this portrait. And then if you look, that emphasis, you know, what emphasis are we seeing? What are we looking at? We're looking right into her eyes. Or maybe our eyes are drawn to the feathers because they're so distinct from the other elements. Well, those principles come together to make something look right. And that's what we're striving for. So we apply those principles using artistic elements. And here are some of those elements. Line. Now, line is the fundamental building block of everything you do in Adobe Illustrator, creating lines and then sculpting and changing and stroking those lines. So you have thick, thin, and you have, you know, multifaceted lines that create your detailed artwork. So having a good appreciation for line quality is really important when working in Illustrator. Shape, of course, everything else is built on shape. Shapes define logos, they define graphics, they define all kinds of meaning in what we see. And as a species, we can see a shape and understand what it means. Here you have the Apple logo, and it's obvious what it means. It's burned into our brain, it's branded into our brain. And those shapes are essential. So having appreciation for how to create a shape, sculpt it, and make it what you want it is really useful. Color, to me, can't you can't discount how important the element of color is in everything you do. You can take a very mediocre design and punch it up to 11 by adding the right color to your design. So, having an appreciation for color harmony, understanding how to make color combinations and have coordinated color really makes all the difference. Value, that's kind of related. It's a cousin of contrast. We create contrast through value, which basically means we control the light and the dark elements of our imagery. And in this case, you can see how dramatic the value shift from light to dark makes a very distinct portrait and really emphasizes those elements that are really interesting, like his hair, the shading on his face, the dramatic tug on his jacket. All of that comes together because of the way the value is used. Space, positive and negative space. This is a fun little brain teaser, right? Did you see Wolverine or did you see two kissing Batmen? All depends on your little bit of perspective as you look at that space. Are you looking at the positive surrounding space, or is your eye kind of zoomed in on the dark space? That changes what you see and what you perceive. And so controlling that is really useful in your designs. Texture is another one of those artistic elements that helps create variety in our work. Texture is frankly something difficult to achieve in Illustrator. Illustrator tends to go toward the smooth and the crisp and the clean line, but texture can be a fun element in contrast to that perfect vector quality. Then it all comes together in what I like to call form, where you're using all of those elements together to really create reality, or our vision of reality. In this case, by using the appropriate color, the appropriate shape, line, we've created the form of a portrait, right? So we see the depth in her hair as the curls roll on top of one another. We see the roundness of her face because of the shading and the value and the color applied to her face, and so on. So that's how we pull those elements together to make our artwork. And so hopefully the description, the explanation of these principles and elements will help you understand visual language. And that's why I bring it up here. I want you to be able to take these elements, these principles, so that you can improve your own work and that you can really, be critical, have a critical eye as you're looking at your own things. And if something's not working, well, here you can pick, I guarantee one of the principles or the elements is a little bit off. And if you make an adjustment, it's going to make all the difference. All right. See you soon.